Hello friends, here we are now discussing a problem based on the friction. Now the question says that find the value of theta if the block A and B shown in the figure have impending motion. They are talking about this theta, talking about this block A and talking about this block B, where block B is placed on a horizontal plane as well as block A is placed on an inclined plane. It is mentioned that the mass of a block A is 20 kg and a mass of a block B is also equals to 20 kg. The coefficient of friction for block A with respect to inclined surface will be taken as 0.25, whereas the frictional coefficient for the horizontal plane with respect to block B is also to be considered as 0.25. Now here we will be drawing the FBD of both the blocks. We'll start with FBD of block B, whereas FBD stands for free body diagram. Okay, so here as the block B is shown in this way, the weight of the block B will be acting downward direction, whereas the normal reaction will be acting upward direction. The normal reaction will always be in the direction towards the body wherever there is a contact. Let's consider this as an N2. As you know that here the string is connected to block B, therefore block B will having a tension. Whenever the string or a rope or a thread is connected, then we have to consider it as a tension which is away from the body. As the question says that the block A and B shown in the figure have the impending motion, so we'll consider that the block A will always be having an impending motion towards downward direction and block B will be moving on a left side. As the block B is moving on left side, so the frictional force will be moving on a right side, considering it as an F2, which is equivalent to mu N2. Now let's have the calculation of this FBD. We'll start with summation of F of Y, which is the force acting along Y direction. It is equal to 0, acting upward direction as positive. Note the students, like this direction you can assume even downward direction. It is just an assumption. Now here you will consider that minus WB plus N2 equals to 0. N2 equals to WB, as it is stated that the WB is having a mass of 20 kg, so here WB will be considered as in 20 into 9.81, which will give the value as 196.2 Newton. N2 equals to 196.2 Newton. In similar way, we'll consider summation of F of X, which is X direction forces, which is taken as 0, assuming that the forces are acting on right side direction, taken as positive. In that case, the forces will consider T as in a minus, F2 as in plus. So in that case, minus T plus F2 equals to 0, whereas T stands for tension and F2 will be standing for mu n2. As we are already knowing the n2 value, so here it will be 0.25 into 196.2, which will give you the value as 49.05 Newton. Now we'll start with the second block FBD, which is the block A. So in FBD of block A, FBD of block A will be made inclined as the block is being kept inclined. In this, the weight will be acting downward direction, which is WA. There is a contact point here, which is taken as N1. There is a string connected. As you can see, there is a string connected. So if the string is connected, then the tension will be acting away from the body. As the WA is placed vertically and all the rest of the forces are inclined, so we'll consider the resolution of this WA. We'll consider all the forces in this term. This will be considered as an X and this will be considered as an Y. Now here, as it is mentioned that the angle is theta, so if I'll make here a line in this way, so this angle will be theta. If this is theta, then this becomes W cos theta and this angle becomes W sin theta. Considering the terms in the terms of f of y and f of x, so here we'll consider summation of f of y equals to 0, upward direction taken positive. It is not compulsory that you have to always take summation f of y first, as we have taken previously also summation f of y first and then summation f of y once again I am taking first. It is not compulsory that you have to take summation f of y first. You can take f of x also as in first. Now here summation f of y equals to 0, upward direction taken as positive. So n1 is acting upward direction, so we'll consider n1 as positive. W is acting downward direction, which is actually a WA cos theta equal to 0. Now here n1 equals to WA, as it is already mentioned here that your WA is 20 kg. So here we'll consider 20 into 99.81 cos of theta. We'll put it in the terms of an equation in the terms of theta, as we are already not knowing this. Now we'll go with summation f of x equals to 0, taking right hand side direction taken as positive. We'll see all the f of x forces, which is W sin theta, t value, and the friction is also acting, as you are knowing that the block A is moving downward direction, so the friction for this block will be upward direction taken as F1, which is mu n1. Now here we'll take W sin theta, which is minus W sin theta, plus F1, which is in the same direction of the assumption, plus t equal to 0. Now W sin theta says that minus 20 into 9.81 sin theta, plus F1 says 0.25 into n1 plus t equals to 0, as F1 is mu n1 and that's why mu is 0.25 and n1 plus t equals to 0. Now here we'll write minus 20 into 9.81 sin theta plus 0.25 N1 stands for 20 into 9.81 cos theta, whereas T stands for plus the T value, which is 49.05 equals to 0. As the whole diagram having a calculation in two parts, so I'll just divide this. Okay. Now solving this further, then here I'll be taking 20 into 9.81 as a constant, which is common, minus sine theta plus 0.25 cos theta plus 49.05 equals to 0. Now when you solve this value, you'll get theta is equals to 28.07 degree. With this problem, I hope you are knowing or you are able to understand how to solve this problem. Thank you.